Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Sunday and welcome back. Hope you're having a fantastic day. So if you missed it a little bit earlier, I uploaded my thoughts on the HomeWorx Happy New Year fragrance. And in this video, we are going to talk about another leftover fragrance from last year that I purchased from QVC towards the middle end of December. And this is Sugar Plum Dreams. Now, when I ordered this candle, it was pretty close to Christmas, and I think I received it either right before or right after Christmas. Based on the fragrance notes, I did not think that I would want to burn this one over the holidays necessarily anyway. The fragrance notes screamed a little bit more fruity and fun, so I figured this might actually be a great fragrance for after Christmas when I'm at a little bit of a loss of, what to burn in terms of, the smells in the house. So I was fine saving this one for January. I wish this was still available because this is actually quite delicious, and I am having a good experience with this one. There is one thing that kind of concerns me that I'm just seeing as a trend from HomeWorx, and we'll discuss that here in a minute. But overall, I really like this fragrance. Now, this did come in a set of 2, and this is not a 4-wick. This is a HomeWorx 3-wick. And I guess let's discuss my concerns first before we get into the review of the candle. I am really seeing HomeWorx starting to put out a lot of these 3-wick style jars. And I'm not loving that because I really am a big fan of the original, well, I love them when they were 3-wicks then, but the now 4-wick larger style jar of HomeWorx vessel. The 3-wick is a few ounces less. Obviously there is one less wick. You don't need 4 wicks in a vessel of this size. But I'm noticing that more and more fragrances are being released in this particular format, and I don't love that. I really hope this is not a situation of what do they call it? Shrinkflation, where brands are starting to reduce the number of chips that you get in a bag of chips, or you're getting less coffee in each bag of coffee that you buy. Price kind of stays the same, but the amount that you're getting is less. I don't love that. I really hope that this is not a path that HomeWorx is going to go down long term. I don't mind a few candles being offered in this 3-wick format, but I don't want to see this being the norm. I love the original 4 wicks. I think that the extra surface area and the extra wick do give a better performance in terms of strength and throw than something with less wicks and a smaller opening, if you will. So I don't remember exactly how many ounces these are. Hold on, I have another one here. I have the second one in my candle cabinet. So these are 14 ounces, and the regular HomeWorx jars are, I want to say 18 ounces. Yep, 18 ounces. So, yeah, that's just kind of disappointing. They say that the burn time on these 3 wicks are 30 to 40 hours, which is that's a big range. There's a big difference between 20 hours of burn time and 40. By the way, the burn time on the 18-ounce candles are supposedly 30 to 55 hours. I have always found from personal experience that my HomeWorx candles tend to kind of burn somewhere in the middle of the burn times that are suggested. Definitely not normally the higher end, and usually not, in fact, hardly ever the lower end of the spectrum, just kind of right in between the two. So these 3 wicks, I'm kind of averaging somewhere between 25 to 30 hours, I'm thinking. I haven't timed it exactly, but that's kind of been the rough estimation there. So not bad. And certainly I bought this set of 2 on sale. So the set of 2 was on sale over at QVC for, I think, under $35, and it was free shipping. That was the only reason that I purchased this from QVC, because you guys know I don't love ordering from QVC for a couple of reasons. One, everything usually comes in a set of 2 or 3. Singles are rarely available. They did start being available this last year, but the price point is just not worth it. So I would not suggest purchasing the singles from QVC. If you're looking for singles, I would say go check out Ulta, go check out Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Home Goods. If you're okay with ordering from the Homeworx.Shop website, check there. You know, they don't do duos there. You can purchase everything in a single candle format. So yeah, but anyway, I thought this sounded delicious. But I just kind of wanted to address the trend of like these 3 wicks kind of becoming a little bit more normal. I don't want to see the 4 wicks go away. I think that that would really bum me out. And I do think that that would hurt the brand overall in terms of like, I just can't think of a single customer that would really want this format exclusively. So I'll just say that. But anyway, let's get into the fragrance. Your fragrance notes for Sugar Plum Dreams. By the way, I hope this one comes back. This is very yummy. Sugared plums, peach nectar, sugared raspberry, and vanilla. Okay, so what does this smell like? It's kind of a, I would put this in the borderline cloying category. It's not bad for me. I like sweet scents, so I'm good with that. But this one is quite sweet. It kind of smells like a mix of a couple different types of candies. So I think this smells like a mix of the Smarties, like, you know, the Halloween candy that basically no one wants. Anyway, I love Smarties. I think they're delightful. And I'm talking like the US Smarties, not the like the chocolate Smarties that they have in like Europe or Australia. It's here in the US, we have this really like chalky fruit flavored candy called Smarties, and they're like kind of like hard, chewy, chalky candies. I like them. I think the flavor is kind of fun. They make my mouth water. In fact, my mouth is watering right now talking about Smarties. But I think it's a mix of Smarties. So you get a little bit of that like chalkiness that you smell in here as well. Like almost like a powderiness, if you will. And then also I smell a hint of like spree candies as well. This just smells like candy to me for the most part. I do definitely get like a plum type note. I get some peach. I definitely get some raspberry. And I do get like maybe some slight creaminess from like a vanilla, but it's more so like the powdered like Smarties note, I feel like, than it is necessarily vanilla. I really like this scent quite a bit. I'm actually glad I have another one. This to me is not remotely anywhere close to being a holiday fragrance. And since it was released in December, I'm assuming it was intended as like, you know, a Sugar Plum Dreams type scent. But I don't think of this as holiday at all. This is a great after holiday scent for me. This would be a great springtime scent for me because I tend to gravitate towards more fruity scents in the spring. And I love me some fruity scents in the summer. So what I intend on doing is maybe peeling the label off my second one and saving it for this summer, because I think it'll be delightful to burn, I don't know, in June or July or even August. It's fruity, it's yummy, it's kind of candy-like. I really enjoy this scent. I think it's delicious. In terms of strength and throw, I'm actually quite impressed with the performance of that. I would actually put the strength and throw at probably pretty close to how most of the 4-wicks performed this past year. So with this being a 3-wick, I think it's performing quite well for it being in this particular style of jar. I don't love this size, but I'm getting like a solid like 5.5, 6 in terms of strength. The throw, it is a little bit diminished in terms of throw. I would only put that around like a 4.5 to 5. It is more of like a room specific type of scent. It doesn't travel terribly far out of the room where I have it. By the way, I have been burning this in a few different areas of the house. I've had it in the front living room, I've had it in the family room, I've had it in the kitchen. It certainly fills the areas where I have it. It just doesn't travel super far outside of those areas. So overall, I'm still gonna give this fragrance like 2 thumbs up. It's fun, it's fruity. It is not holiday, and if it was still available, I would probably actually recommend putting it in your cart if you're interested in it at all, especially for the price point that I bought it at and with free shipping. If you had to pay shipping and if it was full retail price, I would say, maybe pass on it. If this, for whatever reason, somehow magically ends up at a Marshall's, a HomeGoods, a TJ Maxx, a Nordstrom Rack, wherever, if you happen to see this out in the wild while you are shopping the discount stores, definitely pick it up, definitely give it a sniff. I think it smells even better when it's burning than it does on cold sniff. It still has those like candied notes when you are smelling it on cold sniff, but it smells a little bit sweeter even when you're burning it. So if you like a sweet scent, this would definitely be right up your alley. So anyway, you guys, those are my thoughts on the Sugar Plum Dreams. I'm a fan of the fragrance itself, not the biggest fan of the format, but you know, if the price point is right, I will purchase the 3-wicks. I just hope that this is not something that they are thinking about making a permanent switch to. They already have 3-wicks available from HomeWorx in the, you know, like the slightly smaller style jar. And he has the ScentWorks brand, which is 3-wicks in a smaller style jar. I think he's got to keep those 4-wicks in the system. And like I said, I don't have any word on any permanent changes being announced in terms of that. It's just I'm starting to see more and more of this, and so that's what makes me nervous. We shall see, obviously. I am sure there are changes to come for HomeWorx, especially after this last year, and again, my hope is that they are positive changes. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I will give you an overhead view because as you can see, I am near the end of this candle and I want you to be able to see that I didn't have any issues with wicks. There is not really any wax discoloration here and it just seems to be a pretty decent burn. So let's go ahead and take a look from the top. Again, I just lit this before starting the review, so you can see the wax color is it's pretty much like it was originally. This will be my last burn of this candle. I'm going to try to finish it up today. But yeah, pulls out very evenly and nicely, does not leave any residue really on the side of the jar. She's got a good burn. So in terms of that, I am pleased and do not have any complaints. Let me know if you tried Sugar Plum Dreams. What are your thoughts? Do you hope the fragrance sticks around in the HomeWorx catalog? I'd really like to see this one back, so I've got my fingers crossed for that. But for the time being, it is currently sold out on QVC, so you know, if you see it out in the wild, I would say snag it. Anyway, I appreciate you taking the time to watch today. Please subscribe if you are new and give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.